Hello, welcome back to my channel. My name is Rudi and thank you so much for being here. I'm really excited about today's video because I feel like the look turned out so springy, so summery, and really on trend with what I'm seeing coming out of the spring 2023 trends. And the best part about this is that every single product in this video is either $20 or under and gives you that super glowy high-end effect that we all want that lasts. So we're gonna be talking about some skincare, some makeup, some powder products, which I don't talk about very often, as well as just going over what I think are some of the trends that I'm seeing in the beauty and skincare industry as we enter spring and summer 2023, which is crazy. I tried to really make this list curated towards things that I noticed were kind of shifting in the industry, whether it comes to coverage level, sheer versus matte, like the baked blush trend that we have going on, lightweight, glowy, highlighted skin that's not too far over in the like dewy, sweaty category. I just feel like I'm seeing a few changes here and there in the industry that we are definitely going to talk about. And also, I'm very excited that this video is partially sponsored by Versed. I am really excited because one of my favorite products that I like to use in tandem with makeup and with my skincare routine is something we are going to be highlighting today of Versed skincare, so I'm really excited to get into it. So like I said, if you are new here, my name is Rudi and I would love to have you subscribe. We talk about skincare, makeup, hair care, body care, drugstore makeup, high-end makeup, drugstore skincare. We kind of do it all and I would love to have you join us. So like I mentioned, this portion of the video is sponsored by Versed, and specifically today we are highlighting their Mood Lighting Luminizing Glow Drops. First of all, can we talk about the packaging? It is so freaking cute. I love everything about Versed skincare packaging. I feel like it's really curated and there's a lot of information actually on the bottles of this product, and this one specifically is really travel friendly and feels amazing on the skin. So I actually use this in two ways in this routine today. There are many ways that you can use this. You can use it the way that I did, which is apply it as your primer. So I've already done my skincare, including wearing my SPF. I let it sit for a while and then I applied the Mood Lighting as my primer stage to rehydrate my skin and give it a little bit of a glow before going in with my coverage. This is a serum, so it feels like an actual lightweight hydrating serum on the skin while giving you a really nice glassy, glossy finish to the skin without any glitter, which is super important to me. I am not a glitter face kind of girl, so having something that really revives your skin without adding that super chunky glitter is a must for me, and this one definitely takes the cake. You can also mix these in with your moisturizer to give your skin just that little bit of plumpness and glow if you're not wearing makeup, and you can also wear it on top of your makeup as your pinpointed highlighter, which I also did today in the video, and you will see that. And not only is this product gorgeous looking, but it is really good for your skin. This product contains peptides and blackberry extract. The antioxidant-rich blackberry extract helps with maintaining the skin barrier, while this particular peptide can hold 4,000 times its weight in water to help hydrate the skin. And of course, it's vegan, cruelty-free, and fragrance-free, has not irritated my sensitive skin at all. I will have the link to purchase the Mood Lighting and a code from Versed in the top of my caption below, so thank you so much to Versed for sponsoring the portion of this video, and let's talk about some of our coverage products. You guys know that I am big into skin tints, and as I've gotten older, I have realized that I actually prefer a skin tint over a foundation, even for nighttime events or just any time. I'm pretty much almost always wearing a skin tint, and there are two at the drugstore that I consistently go back to that I wanted to offer up as options in this video that are both under $20 and from drugstore brands that I really like, and it kind of just depends on what finish and what skin type you have. So the first one that I wanted to mention is not the one I wore today, but I have worn it recently in a video, so I can link that video down below. But this is the True Match Nude Hyaluronic Tinted Serum from L'Oreal. I know I've talked about these products many times on my page, and there are a lot of things in this video I really haven't delved into as much, but this one I continue to bring up because I think it's super unique. It has the consistency of a skin tint, but it gives you a little more of that satin to matte finish that maybe a foundation would give you, while also having really great skincare benefits. I also wanted to mention that I found a pump for this from my friend Abby Young, and I will leave the pump down below as well from Amazon so that you can actually carry this around with you and travel with it instead of having that really nasty dropper. So I would say if you are looking for more of that satin to matte finish that I'm seeing trending under the category of cloud skin, I would check this one out. I also think this would be great for summer, especially if you're super oily, because I feel like it just mattifies the skin a slight bit and works really well with cream products. The other one I wanted to mention is the Neutrogena Sensitive Skin Serum Foundation. This is the one I'm wearing today, and this is my current favorite. As you guys know, my favorite skin tint is the Summer Fridays Sheer Skin Tint, and this is the closest dupe I could find to it at the drugstore. I wear shade light medium 2, and neither of these have SPF in it, by the way, which I think is interesting, and again leads into that idea of me wearing these products even in the evening because I just prefer the way that they look on my skin. This looks like actual skin. It gives you a not super glowy, but a little bit of a glowy, natural, hydrated look to the skin and plays well with cream and powder products, as you'll see, because we did use a powder blush today. I will say I don't love the dropper, but it is worth it in my opinion. It's great for sensitive skin. Again, no SPF, formulated without fragrance, all of that good stuff. These are both amazing options for drugstore skin tints, and honestly haven't had anything close to these in the last year come up. So I will continue to repurchase these, and again, it just kind of depends on what you're looking for your finish. Getting into concealers, I actually was going to mention the e.l.f. pen concealer because that's usually my go-to when I'm talking about lighter coverage drugstore concealers. But I decided to change my mind because, again, noticing the trends of this year, I'm seeing fuller coverage, brighter under eyes with soft focus finish, this satin-like finish. And I wanted to give you two options from the drugstore / Target / Ulta that I think you should have your eyes on for that cloud-like skin trend. The one I did not wear but have worn many times in videos is the Flower Beauty Get Real Serum Concealer. I wore this in, I think, the last video. So if you want to see this in action, again, I'll link that down below. This is a great concealer. I am super impressed with a lot of the newer products from Flower Beauty, including this one. I love that it's in a wand applicator because you're gonna get every little bit out, and this does have a good light medium coverage that could be built up or sheared out with a sponge. It's not super dewy, it's also not super matte. It's right in the middle with that satin cloud finish that I'm seeing a lot, and I just think these two together would be a perfect pairing for like going out on the town, maybe on a really sweaty day or night. And then the one I actually wore today, because I'm not sure I've used this on video, is a surprising option. It is the Pacifica Dreamlit Glow Concealer. So I've mentioned many times that there are a lot of products from Pacifica that I'm actually not a huge fan of, and I've tried a lot of their products based on the marketing because it seems to be right up my alley, and this one actually does live up to that hype. There is an eye cream that's also in this line that I really didn't like, so I wasn't expecting much out of this, and I feel like it really hits the nail on the head for that fuller coverage, medium coverage concealer that's not super cakey or matte. Again, it's closer to like a natural finish, which is what I'm going for this year in 2023. I want my skin to look natural, but I still want a bit more coverage than maybe what I did last summer, which was like super sheer and super glowy. I will say this is a concealer that likes to be set. You can see that I have like a large line here on my under eye, but that's kind of always where my concealer sits. It does like blend out easily, but I will say this does sit in creases, and it is slightly more hydrating than the Get Real concealer. I wear shade 9. This shade range definitely needs to be expanded, but if you can find a shade in this line, I would say try it out. I think you will really like it for the spring. So this is a quick mention because technically this is not a drugstore product, but it is something that I just wanted to bring your attention to because there are quite a few products that are about exactly $20 that maybe you would not expect to be the case. So most of Tower 28's line is about $20. Their blushes, their bronzer, and their highlighter are all $20. Their lip jellies are $14, and much of their line is around the $20 to $15 range. And I think a lot of people associate Tower 28 with being a higher end brand, but really if they were at Ulta or Target, I don't think it would be totally out of place in terms of pricing. So I just want to remind you that there are products out there that maybe are sold at Sephora that still fit in that like lower price category that we should be paying paying attention to, including Rare Beauty. Although they have raised their prices recently, a lot of their lip products are $20. Their new lip oils are $20, and I can appreciate that and just wanted to draw your attention to some brands you may be, you know, thinking that they're more money than they actually are. So today I used the Sculptino as my bronzer from Tower 28. The reason that I like this product and feel like it fits in this new sort of trending thing is that it is a, again, satin to natural finish, but it pulls slightly cooler than their actual bronzers and has no shimmer or glitter in it. So I'm thinking this year for me, I'm like going less shimmery and more natural satin. I don't know how many times I can say that. This gives you that look of like a really nice bronzer that's gonna play well with other cream products that's not going to have a super shimmery finish. And again, it's $20. So just, you know, keep your eye out next time you're in Sephora, bop around and see what you can find that you might be surprised at pricing wise. And on the other end of that, going into some of the blushes that I wanna talk about today, there are some brands at Target specifically that are more expensive on the drugstore side. For example, Tower 28 is sold at Sephora, and you would think that like associating them with Sephora, you have a certain price in your head. Well, the brand Well People, which is one of my favorite drugstore brands / Target brands, they have higher priced items at Target. So this is an $18 blush, and you're thinking it's kind of a lot, but if it was at Sephora, you'd think it was kind of less expensive. So it's really just about your mindset going into these things. And I wanted to mention these Well People blushes. These I don't feel like I've talked about enough. These are amazing, and I'm seeing a baked blush trend coming out this year, this spring especially. I've already seen that Kosas is going to be dropping a baked blush sometime this year, as well as this other brand that we're going to talk about in just a second. But these are the super powder blushes, and they are absolutely stunning. They come off very lightweight on the skin, which is why I like to pair them with creams, because usually when you wear a powder product on top of a cream without setting that first, you'll get like a swipe of a product, like a blop of a powder, and you don't get that with these because they're really baked, lightweight, and easy to use. So I love this shade. The one I'm wearing today is Hazelnut Harvest. It gives you a really nice sun-kissed terracotta look, which you wouldn't expect from this mix here. And they are all stunning. I have worn all of these multiple times. Like the wear and tear on these is definitely there. And they're so easy to travel with, super little, and have never irritated my skin and come off super natural on the skin. Really, really enjoy those. And another option that has more of like pink shades, more like everyday average shades where what you see is what you get, are the new Essence Pure Nude Baked Blushes. These are super inexpensive, and these perform like an hourglass baked product. They're absolutely stunning. My favorite shade is in Rosy Rosewood. This is a gorgeous pink. I wore this on Valentine's Day, and it comes with a ton of product. These are also vegan. Essence is a super underrated drugstore brand. They come out with bangers all the time, and this is definitely one of them that fits into that satin matte baked look that we're seeing coming up this year. Okay, we are going to round out this video with some lips, and I'm offering 3 different shades of 3 different formulations that are all incredibly good. In fact, the one that I'm wearing today, I want to reapply because I've been talking and I feel like I just need a little bit more. So let's just start with this. This is the CoverGirl Yummy Gloss. Ugh. I'm addicted to this. And I am wearing mine today in the shade You're Just Jelly, which is one of my favorite shades. And the reason that I picked these 3 specifically is for the actual shades of the product, because I already know the formula is good. So if you can find a shade in one of these that you like, I promise you'll like it. So first and foremost, this is the Yummy Gloss from CoverGirl. This is one of the best things they've come out with, point blank, but especially in the last year. I would say this is like a very thick lip oil over a gloss. It's not sticky. The colors are absolutely stunning. These are my 3 favorite here. As you can see, I prefer like the reddish and the brownish shades. I absolutely love them, and they smell like Fruity Pebbles. They smell like Fruity Pebbles. So this is the first color that I'm seeing a lot of people wearing this year. It's more of like a muted, like pinky brown shade, and this one comes off literally like jelly, and it says, and the color is You're Just Jelly. It's almost like you just ate a sandwich. So this is the first shade that I would totally recommend. and the formula if you can find any shade you want. Then the other shade that I wanted to talk about that I feel like is kind of going viral into spring and summer is this sort of like dark purple shade. So I have two here. This one is Acai You Later from the Yummy Gloss, and this one is the NYX Fat Oil in the shade That's Chic. I love this one. I'll just put these on for you, girl. Why not? Why not? So this shade looks very dark in the tube, but I want you to trust me and try it because it does not come off that deep on your lips, as you can see. And these smell like candy. These smell like candy. I love this formula. I think it like really sticks to the lips and adds a really nice amount of shine with sheer color. So as you can see, it's kind of giving Clinique Black Honey, which is again another trend I'm seeing this year. Also, my nails match this so perfectly. Just sort of that dark plum berry color like you were just eating blackberries in the woods. If you can find a shade in this line, highly recommend. Which also kind of leads me into the next color that I'm seeing trending a lot this year that I also have in the NYX Fat Oil line, which is like a chocolate brown. So this is the shade Scrollin' from the NYX Fat Lip Oil, and then this is my Rose Comforting Lip Balm in the shade Taffy Daddy from Wet n Wild. So again, this like chocolatey brown shade with a lip liner, I'm seeing it a ton. So let me put that on for you. So this is more of a lipstick formulation where these are oils and glosses, but this gives you that same shiny glossy finish as a lip oil would. And these are so cheap, you guys. I actually think this formula holds up better than the Revlon Color Reshine, which I also really like. But this formula has more of just like a good like solid texture to the lips. It doesn't feel like it's gonna just slide off, you know? It doesn't feel like I'm just applying a thin oil to my lips. It has some oomph to it. And this shade is so pretty. It just gives a little bit of color to your lips while also adding that shine. My other favorite shade in this line is called Pecan Glaze. Let me see if I have it with me. I think it's in a purse somewhere at the moment. I can't find it, but it is an absolutely stunning shade. And if you can, again, find a shade you're interested in this line, I highly recommend it, and I promise you it'll be worth like your $6. It might even be less than that. And here is that finished look. I think if you saw this in person, I don't know how it's coming across on screen, but to me it looks incredibly high-end. It looks like I could be going anywhere. I could be going out and about during the day. I could go to a dinner in this look. Like, I would feel confident wearing this regardless because I have a little bit more of that coverage from those concealers. I have a powder blush on that's gonna last a little bit longer throughout the day. And then these really nourishing lip products that you can continue to apply to get that super glossy, glowy look. So I hope that this was helpful to you in some way and that you can find a way to use the mood lighting in your routine this spring and summer to add some glow to your skin. I also love the way it came out pinpointed on the tops of my cheekbones, my cupid's bow, my nose, and you could easily use this as an all over kind of glowy eyeshadow as well. On the décolleté, like there are a million ways to use this product, so let me know if you end up picking it up. Again, thank you to Versed for sponsoring a portion of this video, and I will see you guys in the next one really soon. Bye!